Alright. We're back. I'm settled here and I get started. Cool. Palette open. There we go. Painted white speaker Nico earlier. White speaker sword hunter though, I think I'm gonna make her a lot brighter. Oh, that's great. I'm looking at the base and there's some really awesome stuff in it. Cool. Sorry, there she is. And her swords. Still haven't decided if I want to paint the swords or not. I should, but it's one of those things, it's like, dang it. She does look pretty badass though with the swords. Well, either way, start with the base. Go a bit brighter this time, so I'm not sure how I want to do this. I honestly might go light to pale skin this time. Maybe even start with like a pink base coat. But we'll see. Maybe like a dark one like this sandalwood. It's a little off, but I'm trying to think what I want to do. It always starts with what you want to try to use. Not necessarily a tricky thing, just kind of a... You start off in the right spot, then it helps a lot in the long run. I'm just going to take a look at it really quick and try to decide what I want to do. Yeah, I guess I'll start with that. Or you know what, I might go to... might use my P3s again. Yeah, I think I'll use the P3s again. Kind of take the aspect I did last time and just go with it. Nah, scale color. I'm gonna go scale color. I'm used to the P3s, so scale color. Alright. Start with this as my base and move from there. Zoom out here quick. Don't need the whole thing. Whoop. I'll flip this around. There we go. A little better. Yeah, I'm gonna make her really pale today. Oh, that's why. That's why you go with a darker base. This is just not thick enough. But I need it properly thin so I don't make it too... maybe just a couple layers this time. We'll see. I'm sorry I couldn't find any better artwork. I tried to find the actual art card, but she's gone off the King of Death store. I've gotten lucky in the past and been able to just search their out-of-stock items. But not for this one. I had to find the actual... Somebody must have posted a review on Board Game Geek or something. Because that's the only photo I could find. Yeah, I don't think I like this as a layer. What, is this a mini you have, Ronnie? Or the art? Ah. It's probably a good thing this is the last stream of the week. You know, I'm going to start with this pink flush again. I think I'm going to go the same route as I did. I'm going to build it up a lot more than I did before. I just need a good solid base here. Oh, nice. Too thin. I want it thin, but not too thin. That's okay. Percival, nice. Well, then he might win that drawing and get one. Wouldn't that be awesome? I think it'd be awesome. Yeah, that is so much better a base coat. Yeah, that's definitely the way to go. I'm gonna have to pull up that source art a little on the computer here. There we go. Yeah, I would have done earlier. I would have done her right away. I didn't realize that it took me only 2.5 hours out of my 4-hour stream earlier to finish the White Speaker Nico. But it's probably a good thing that I took a break, because otherwise I would have been way too burnt out for this stream. My voice is starting to go. It doesn't sound like it, but it is. So I'm glad that I'll have a break tomorrow. I'm only doing the morning stream tomorrow, so give myself a chance to recover a little bit. Oh, that's a pity. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat actually. Well, I still have a couple, but I thought I had more than that for my Percival, so I'm kind of kicking myself for offering it in the drawing. But I don't want to. I'm not gonna take it back or anything. Like, if I say I'm gonna give something away, I'm gonna give something away. No take backsies. So I'm probably going to do one of my first airbrush tutorials on the Watcher. Hey Mars! I could all switch it to a Storm Knight. No, however, I found out that I have an extra Storm Knight. So that one will be... So the first one will probably be a drawing, the actual painted one. Or maybe one given away to the highest donator on a day. I just don't know when to do that, you know, because I don't want it just to be to, you know, whoever has a bigger pocketbook at the time. It just feels a little weird. Then again, you get stuff in the Revlo store. I just want to make sure there's more in the Revlo store than just contest entries. So that if you don't win a mini you really want, you still can get some stuff. So. she's wearing heels. Huh. Okay then. Yeah, she's wearing heels. Just think I'm gonna have to paint these like flesh because there's so many little nooks and grooves in there. Yeah, it'll probably be Voodoo again. Although, the Emma Slave only went for $50, so, you know, considering the cost of the model, you know, that was only $25 for the paint job, so that's not too bad. I'll probably only do one of those a week, though. Like, if I start painting up duplicates of something, then I'll give away the first painted one on stream as I paint up the second one. That sounds pretty good. I finally get to paint a redhead that isn't Percival. Redheads are actually a lot of fun. And easy compared to others. They're actually pretty easy. So I really should just start base coating with one of my, you know, airbrushing the base coat on these. You give me 350? God. Oh, that should have died a long time ago. Nice try, though. God. Yeah, it does, huh? Well, depends on the paint job. I've had paint jobs before where it's like, I don't know how I feel about that. Nope, you didn't miss the mother. I'm painting up the White Speaker Sword Hunter first. I'm gonna do pretty much the same scheme I did with the White Speaker Nico from earlier today. So, aside from a few, I'm making her skin lighter here, and then doing red hair and painting the swords and the base a little different. But I should be able to at least start the mother tonight. If I don't finish her, then she'll be finished up on a stream next week. But the VOD will always go up. But no, in long story short, you didn't miss anything. Yeah, that happens. I don't have a good concrete idea for you. I would honestly, instead of doing... I would almost paint... I don't know. It's hard for me to, like, translate that sort of thing. Because I don't have a baseline for what you see. Otherwise, I could just paint something in like extreme grayscale and say, hey, yeah, just follow this general idea for your skin tones. But yeah, we need to do layering where it's so similar. It's really hard to tell when you're colorblind. Yeah, this is such a great base color. I definitely recommend this. This one paint, this Pink Flesh from Scale Color is great. And it blends nice and smooth, too. Alright, now I'm switching over to this light skin. Well, I'll probably do a 50-50 mix like usual. Just to build up the colors. I don't even know if you can see what I'm working on. No, they're there. Yeah. So just like before, well, got some. Just like before, I'll find a spot and then just kind of brush it in. This is a lot thinner than was before, so I'm just kind of slowly working it in. This is that 50-50 mix of that pale skin and light skin. Nope, pink skin and light skin. I'm using it as just a blend right now to kind of soften this base tone. I'm going to brighten her up quite a lot because I don't want her as dark as Nico was, although she is a white speaker, so I don't know. Although, it's starting to look really good, this blending, so we'll see how it turns out. I may end up switching and keeping it this color. Now this is very, very thin, so I'm letting it pool strategically where I want it to. Yep. I finished the white speaker though, earlier, so Yeah, I'm getting through these Keenan Death figures really quick, actually. I'm surprised at how quick. Sorry, I went up all the way to the pale skin. Or not pale skin, light skin. That's what that is. Yeah, that happens. Well, especially, I've had a lot better luck now since I have to stream. I kind of have to do a little prep ahead of time, so it's been a lot easier for me to keep things clear. Alright. I'm going to move some water to my palette, because I've just had a hard time figuring out how much to keep in my brush. So I get a little better control with how much is in my brush. Yeah, I got a pretty large... This desk is actually pretty big, considering. But, yeah, it's easy. It's really easy to let things pile up. Nope, one spot. Thank you. What I'm doing now, since I have a lot of flat areas here, I'll do it on her thigh. So I've got water in the brush, and I've got a little bit on the tip here. So I'm actually going to put water on her. Take some of the water. So I'm using the side of the brush, not the tip. Taking some water, putting it on there, and then I'm going to just kind of blend that in until I can move that pigment around the way I want it to. I actually use a little bit too much paint, so I'm going to take some away. There we go. Now I can blend that nicely. There. And then blend that up there. It's just a little brighter. Trying to be all smooth. I was doing fine, and then I tried to show you, and I messed it up. Isn't that the way it goes? Too much water. I'm slowly getting used to this blending. It's taking time. Every time I'll try practicing a little more. That's why this stream helps me out so much. I appreciate everybody who's watching. Oh, that Abaddon would be awesome to paint. I saw that thing. That thing is huge. been my problem. I need to thin this a little bit. I've been kind of using just a regular reservoir of paint on my palette, but it's not quite enough. If that makes any sense. So this is the White Speaker Sword Hunter. Well, you know, if you don't mind making donations, Detective Gamer. No, I can't. Those things are really hard to find. I never expect you to do that. No, I totally understand. I was joking. I was half joking. But no, like I said, it's really hard to find, so I don't blame you at all. Not even a little bit. Keep it. And like one of the crazy old metal ones? That'd be cool. Oh, I would not want to put the thing together, but it's cool. Yep, I believe it. This is actually the color I tried to start with for this, but it's nice that I didn't, because then I can show through all the pink underneath. I just gotta learn a way for it to show, you know, a little more naturally. Because now I'm just layering it on, and it's okay in certain spots, but then it's not quite enough in other spots. What, the same song over and over? No, my taste is I don't want to get copyright claims on my YouTube videos. It's very selective taste. Takes a lot of layers, but she does look a lot more natural now that I'm slowly figuring out how to layer it. Hell, I would be probably playing bad music too if I didn't have such trouble with whatchamacallit, with Monstercat. Yeah, it's funny. I see people who've got the old Slambo, just pulling them out of storage and finally painting them just because they released the new one. There's a lot of good old metal stuff. Yeah, I was just kind of building this up. You can kind of see it on her breasts and her shoulder. But I've decided to just use this as another layer. So I'm not too worried about it. I wanted her really pale like the photo, so I'm trying to go for that. Sorry if I'm not talking or responding. I'm trying to plan this out in my head a little bit. Making sure I don't mess anything up. Thank you, Jason2147, for the donation. I really appreciate that. That is awesome. And I will make sure to update the Revlo store after the stream is over. So make sure you get those extra lanterns for the donation. Almost done with his lair. She's getting there. Hey, Dodo. You missed the stream while you were sleeping. I painted up a white speaker Nico. Can you believe this is just two types of paint? Two colors? I did a little bit of blending to bring out some of the lighter tones, but then I just covered it up with this. So this is literally just two colors. What is that? Morning! Alright. That layer's done. Now this is pretty much going to be my base skin tone now, so... Oh, nice! Good job, Dodo. That's awesome. Just realized I'm pretty much killing these pads I use. They're just mouse pads, but they help my elbows. I just realized I'm killing these things pretty bad. Alright, just switch to my better ones. Alright. Alright, so this is just pale skin, but I'm going to really heavily layer this. Like, not make one thick layer, but quite a few small layers with a lot of blending. So I'm going to really thin this out. This will be kind of my reservoir pool over here. And the reason I'm using my hand here, and you can see paint, I'm kind of getting off most of it. Because then I can kind of see how much is there by painting my hand before I start painting the model. So here I'm going underneath. Just feather that out. I don't mind if I have a color everywhere, because this is going to brighten up her skin, but I want more color in certain spots. That's why I'm going to focus on that. Oh, nice. Let me see what he's making. Oh, yeah, that stream was out today, wasn't it? Oh, that's... Okay, that's too cool. I'm sure Flix... Yep, he wouldn't be thrilled, would he? That is epic. Good job, Dodo. Oh, you might actually be, Yeah, I'm just starting to do this. You may actually know Dodo. Can I get him to sculpt something for me? Travarian? I want to turn, what's his name? See, I'm doing really heavily on her breasts, because I want to. I want to make those pop. I want him to, Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we'll chat after the stream. If you're not busy. Cool. Yeah, because I want him to sculpt just some... I want to paint up the new, what is his name? The new... Dang it, what's it called? The new Reboot Gilliman model. I want him to be... I want to sculpt one as the Emperor, or I want to have... One is the Emperor, so I gotta have longer hair. One is as obviously Gilliman, which doesn't need sculpting, and then the other one I want to be a badass version of Abaddon. Dang it, I ended up trying to do this, and then I just ended up doing another layer completely. That's okay. I'll blend this with something else and then build it up again. Still looks good. Oh, he doesn't do conversions? Alright, well, I'll have to think of something then. And that just means I have to do some converting on the stream. I can't believe just 3 layers. That looks amazing. Yeah, that's okay. I'm definitely going to keep him in mind for some stuff because I have some concept sketches I want to get done. I just need to know, pretty much, I just need to know if he wants to retain rights to it or not. That's a big thing for me for some of the ideas I have. Cool. Awesome. Cool. That'll be awesome, Dodo. Thank you. Oh yeah, actually, Flickster was on earlier, and he gave me a lot of good advice. He helped me fix quite a few things earlier. Alright, so it's still not quite there, so I'm going to do something else here. Yep. Yep, the dude was awesome. So that's great. Thank you so much, Dodo, for joining the stream and talking to me the first time. You've been insanely helpful. Like, I can't believe how awesome the community is that you introduced me to. That is an old model. Alright, I'm gonna do the same. Don't lick your brushes when they have paint in them. I'm just gonna mix with a little bit of white. Just a very little bit of white. So I got this big gap. You can't really see it because of the light, but there's this huge gap between my two fingers, between the two colors, so I can really have some control over how much white I'm adding to this. There. Pretty good. Yeah, that's totally up to you, Dodo. That's fine. I don't mind. If they're interested in the painting community, I think you're still a mod, if I remember right. If not, just let me know. Major Dodo, one of the guys in stream, is gonna start inviting people to our. We have a community Discord page for a lot of the painting streamers, which is good. You know, get advice and talk to all of us. There's not just me. There are a lot of us in the community doing painting. I'm just mostly Kingdom Death stuff, but There are a lot of good painters out there. Yep, there it is. You don't have to follow it if you don't want to, but that's where I go. That's where I'm going to go with talk to Dodo after the stream. He's another Twitch streamer. Alright. Now, all that's left is pretty much white, but it's a weird silvery off-white. So I'm going to work on... Well, I'm going to have to figure out how to tilt this back. I might have to get out the heat gun. I don't want to, but I might have to. It's still here, fortunately. Which it looks fine like that. But her sword's very curved. I don't like that. Alright. So I'm going to go with kind of a tan. I think I might have one actually. There it is. White sands. It's not quite white, but it's close. I'm doing all of her clothing, so I'll have to do the streamers on here and all that stuff. Yeah, the Kickstarter comment section is just... I feel you there. I stayed away from that. I'm surprised that Poots even was able to brave it. Yeah, that's pretty much the one rule of our King of Death Facebook group is you know, say positive things about King of Death and be nice to each other. Like, that's it. You know, it's all about King of Death, but the Kickstarter page has no rules or restrictions or anything. It's the Wild West, or it's very King of Death in that way, I guess. I really can't wait until the Twilight Knight game. I hope we get to see stuff have alternate classes too, like the White Speakers. That'd be really cool. So I'm just painting this very carefully on all the white parts. There's actually a lot of detail on her dress here. More like a body glove than a dress, but there's a lot of detail I don't want to miss, so I might have to go over it twice. And then I'll get on to painting the mother, which should be fun. Yeah, I still haven't finished the Pledge Manager for Deep Madness yet. I wanted to get the game and a bunch of accessories, and I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Mostly prepping for Adepticon and whatnot. I'm going to have to see when the Pledge Manager closes so I don't miss out. Just been so busy. I don't know, I think that's pretty close to the source art there. Thank you for that, 4-color. It's not until April. I want to go to Gen Con, but I haven't decided yet. You know, because I'm a bit late for tickets, and honestly, we'll see how tired I am after Adepticon. If I'm all gung ho for it, then I'll figure out a hotel and go to Gen Con. I'm not too worried about staying at the con for Gen Con, at the convention hotel and everything. But ooh, yeah. That's a tricky one, Dodo. But yeah, for Gen Con, I really do want to go. I really want to go. But I'm not sure yet. Nice. Yeah, I'm hoping the new stream schedule, Dodo, is going to help me with that. Although 13 hours streaming today is quite a lot. It really is only ended up being like 11 and a half, but still a lot. Oh, and I'm using too broad a brush here. I'm gonna finish up the main parts, but I'm gonna get a more detailed brush for the rest of this. Hey, Dodo, thank you. I always appreciate that. I've been having more people host me, which helps a lot. Thanks, Dodo. I hope if it happens, it's when I'm asleep. But I hope that I'm hosting you all right. In that way, it's actually perfect because then I'm not on, so I don't miss that time or anything. Yep, gotcha. Yeah, I'm a little crazy because I want to do my regular Kingdom Death stream, and I've still got to do my commission work. So I figured, you know what, I'm just gonna do that in the morning. So I got up at 5:30 actually, to start streaming at 7. Then I streamed for the first 5 hours of the day, and it worked out great. My work went by so quick. I was tired, obviously. I'm not used to this, but the work went by really, really quickly. I didn't look at my clock until 3.5 hours into a 5-hour stream, so it was great. The Twitch really distracts me from the monotony of the work, and plus I had some good people that were chatting that were talking to me in the Twitch chat, so it helped a lot. Sorry, I'm running out of this white. I gotta get more. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'm the other way around. I'm not productive at all when I'm offline. Yep, I'm already geared up for it. I made sure to get extra gambler's chests, so I'll have plenty of stuff for there to paint on stream. Yep. Yeah, you can. You don't have to worry about everything. On the only thing you may want to pick up are the crossover minis, but other than that, everything else they'll release on the King of Death store. So no worries. That's the way they did it for the last Kickstarter, and I don't think that's going to change any. Adam is smart. He'll make extras of everything. Sell on the regular store. So. Damn it. I just realized I missed an entire part of her skin over here. It's okay, I have all the paints out still. I'll just have to go over that really quick. Whoops. Yep, just that one spot that I missed. Yep. Yeah, I know. I'm the same. I gotta pay some this year. There, that's better. Oh, it took her 2 layers to fix that. Oops, stop it. That's what happens when you hit your webcam. Alright, sorry. so thin. There. Yeah, it's definitely like a body glove thing. It's such a pale white, I don't want to do a wash on it. But I think what I'll do is just accent it with white to make it brighter. Yeah. Can't forget her shoes. No, that's not a problem. Yep. Ah, that's better. So focused on painting, I didn't realize I was really hunched over, hurting my back. Yep. Makes sense. No, I'm pretty good now, actually. I'm sitting up properly. I'm used to my chair being high, so making it low is I'm not used to that. So I just gotta remember that's one of those things I gotta do every time I stream is lower my chair. Oh, she's got armored metal boots. That's armor? Okay. I didn't expect that. So I'm just going to do these tassels back here. And then the rest of it is armored. That's crazy. Alright. Cool. Makes sense. She's like this badass assassin thing. So. Yeah, that makes sense for you, Dodo. What part of the stock photo you want me to zoom in on? The big one? I can try. Give me a second. There we go. That's a little better. Want to see what the white edging does here. Yeah, it doesn't hardly do anything. I'm going to try different white paint. Maybe that'll do it. Yeah, I can use a white, but it's not enough. Yeah, it's not enough of a contrast. She's just like that. Yeah, but then I've done that before on my Thousand Suns, and it's two. Here, I'll show you. That's Ulthuan Gray and White Scar, and it looks okay, but it's not quite right to me. So. Like, she looks alright, yeah. I could do a gray wash on her. I'll do a gray wash on her. Let me finish her swords, though, and then... Although, actually, her swords are already white. Let's see if I need... Yeah, they need to be more white than that. No, you're good. You're good. It's just the detail isn't there to pull that out. I'll show you a gray wash. You can do a dark gray wash and it should come up. But that's the problem, is I still think I'm gonna lose detail. It's a pity, but I think I just have to run with it. We'll see. Well, at least you're brave enough to start painting your ninja. Mine's still in the box. Yeah, I decided to put the swords on. I took a look at her with and without, and the swords just look too cool. Yeah, I'd take you up on that, Dodo, but this will not... I promise this will not survive the trip. She won't get to you in one piece. That's why I just decided to paint her up, because... normally she's one I don't have too many of, so I wanted to make sure and get her really nicely painted, but... Oh, not her. Okay. Well, you didn't say her who, so I thought you meant... Alright, I might have to do another layer here, but I think that's pretty good. See, I can't tell any of that through chat. Oh, gotcha. That makes more sense. Man, this is another one of those things that they're a pain in the neck to paint, but now that they're painted, I'm like, ooh, that's pretty. I want to paint more. Maybe on stream. I'd only be brave enough to paint them on stream. They just took so long. Alright. I'm trying to decide if I want to do a gray wash or not. Like, Arctic blue, I don't think it's gray enough. Yeah, I'm kind of there too. I'm doing alright with the Kenyan Death painting, but I'm not quite there, so I don't want to start offering commissions on stream for normal stuff yet. Wow, just that wash, really light wash turned out okay. Brought out some of that detail. I'm going to try it on here. Yeah, that's actually not bad that I can come back in and pick out some other stuff. Yep, I'm going to do that. Don't normally like doing washes, but this one's not so bad. Just got to be really careful. And I'll have to come back in and hit it with white. Unfortunately, it adds an extra step, but it'll give me a little bit of extra detail. Yeah. Yeah, there are not many miniatures that are that fun to paint. Oh, also, I do have a regular Percival, but I'm going to paint her on stream at the end of the month on the 30th. Because I don't have another white box one that I can give away, you know, that I can just paint randomly. Oops. So, yeah, I was looking and I found her. So, sorry. Hey, Gam25, thank you for the follow. Well, you at least get to see a regular one. You just need one of those, that old cartoon wolf that I forget what it's called. Yes, yes. Just the one. I haven't broken any more of the swords. The one back here, there's one back here, it's supposed to be a broadsword. There it is. Right here, this one. I broke the two side. I broke one side off and then I said, hey, dang it. And I cut the other side off just to make it even. But with so many swords, I don't think anybody will notice. But no, just that one. Alright. So the body glove is done. I'm going to do another layer on the swords to make sure. Then I'll come back in and paint more. I'm doing a wash right now. I just wanted to bring out some more of that detail in the body glove. So I'll come back in and I'll pick it back out again with white. Or with this pale white. I'll do that same wash here on the swords, but I'm going to wait until all the swords are painted. And then do the wash. Wait, dang it, don't do that. Yeah, it makes sense. Like she actually took it off of somebody she killed. Yeah. Alright. You get more weights. This is the part that's going to take forever, is building that white color back up, especially on our arms. I have to paint each and every one of these strands separate. But it looks pretty good. Could probably go an even brighter white, actually. Let's see what straight white looks like. Yeah, it's just a little bit brighter. I like it. Halbert's a good choice. If I remember, though, those are a pain in the butt to paint. All the different flesh meets metal. Annoyed the heck out of me when I painted one. Then again, I'd probably have a better time of it now. Now, black primer to make sure I primed it all, and then gray primer over that. Because I didn't need to prime everything gray, because it was already primed black. So I ended up focusing on just certain parts with the white, well, gray primer. But the gray primer I use is so light, it's pretty much white. Yeah, the detail looks a lot better. Cool. Alright. I gotta do her boots and all the swords and... Let's see if the boots are this color. Pretty close. It's really dark. Gonna go with more of a copper, I think. It's also the same same color as the rings. Never really used this. I'm gonna try some. Some full bright copper here. This is one of those you really gotta shake. It's not that color. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Miniature Monthly just posted one. I need to get a mini, though, that actually has some armor. Maybe the Black Knight? Might actually have to stir this. See, there we go. That's copper. Yeah, that's much better. No, I don't use any agitators, Dodo. And for the non-metallic metals, yeah, the scale color good. I actually did that on my very first stream. Did some non-metallic metal on the Great Game Hunter. I just haven't found a lot of good metal surfaces on some of the miniatures I've painted recently. I may try it on the sword here, maybe. I would do it on her boots here, but they're not quite right for that. Oh, they're not boots. They're heels, actually. No, they're kind of boots. They're kind of boots. Thanks, sorry, the focus is good, I'm holding it too close. It's my bad. You can't see what I'm trying to do. Oh, and if you mean agitators as in like the ball bearings I have in my paints, then yeah. I just don't really need them in Games Workshop paint pots. And the scale color I definitely do. The hilts are black on these swords. It's weird, but I've seen weirder things. Hey, Fox. Welcome. Dang it. Ow. Alright, let's take a look. Pretty cool. Yep. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah. It's been good. Definitely good luck there. A lot of good people showing up. Alright, I'm going to do a wash on these. No, I'm going to do the metal on them first, quick. Yeah, it looks like the scabbards are kind of all over the place. Probably going to just do them in a brown. Let me put the base over here. Yep, exactly. Yeah, one's like this. I just want to be brown. Yep. It started out as what? 2 streams a week? Now it's what? 4 streams a week for King of Death? And then just kind of my normal stuff in the mornings. So definitely churning out the miniatures. Favorite one I have is definitely Distracted. Yep. Anybody can answer these questions, not just me. It's an open conversation to everybody. Flower Witch is another one that I'll be eventually doing a paint and top donator giveaway on stream. I got a couple of those I think I can give away. Wink wink. Shameless plug. Oh, I am. That's my name. The Illuminated Lady, yeah. She's another one I have to do, but I don't want to do her until paint her until I get further along in my skin tone technique. Hey, no worries, Dodo. Alright, I'm just kind of thinking what my next step is here. I think just a metal. Let's do some silver and hit this sword. So this whole thing is gonna get a wash, so another sword here. This is why I didn't do non-metallic metal on here. Dang it, I hit my paint cam again, or my palette cam. Nope, never heard of him. Nope. It's okay, Dodo is bound to get out sometime. Not too worried about it, especially if I'm starting to go to, if I do end up going to Gen Con this year and start meeting people in person. Not too worried about it. Swords are a pain in the butt. Just a lot of weird little details that I just don't want to mess with. It'll look good when it's done, but it's just one of those things that's just like, stop. Stop being there. I don't want to paint you. Yep. I was the same. That's where do you think all these figures came from? Just had them and didn't have the chance to paint them because I was too afraid to mess them up. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to stream it. I'm going to enjoy it. Learn something along the way. Although, I think it was really the Kickstarter that gave me the courage to do it. Because a lot of these figures I am going to be getting in plastic again. So if I do mess them up, then it's not the end of the world. Yeah, we'll get there. I think what I'm going to have to do, too, is... I've been thinking about it anyway. I'm probably going to have to try to figure out... It'll take me a year, probably, to be honest, to get to that point, but I want to not drop stuff on my palette and get it colored in a different color than it's supposed to be. I want to do that. Dang it. Minimal damage, it's fine. But no, I want to start doing more professional painting tutorial videos for King of Death and put them on YouTube. Like seriously professional, like get a 4K camera or something and film them really nicely and do them in different stages and show exactly how to do every little step. But I'm just not there yet. What? I already did them. What are you talking about? They were... Yeah, I'm just trying not to hold this thing very, very hard because I want to make sure that I don't break it, but it's kind of all over the place. Yeah, no worries, Schooner. You'll get there too on the painting skills. You just got to keep practicing. Infinity figures are definitely a good way to start because they're readily available and they're pretty good. The straps on her arms were just the white sands. It's like it's like an off-white. And then a very light coat of Seraphim Sepia. And then I just went back over all the details with that white sands again. That's all I did. Just very carefully picked out all the edges and everything. Thank you for the follow, guest 8304. Trying not to be too complicated on these. Just give them a little diversity. I'm going to hit them with a wash anyway. I'm going to say this piece is a pain in the butt. No, Twitch is great for learning, though, yeah. Major Dodo's right. Twitch is a great place. Come, watch us take all the risks with the models, not you. And hopefully some of us know what we're doing. Alright, now I'm just going to do all these rings on here. Yeah, I fake it really well. Yeah, YouTube is weird in that way. That's why I really wanted to do I really want to eventually do the whole Patreon thing, where I can show you guys, like, if you want to know how to paint the Dung Beetle Knight, I can literally tell you, hey, you need these exact paints. And then I'll say, you know, through the way, hey, if you don't quite have this paint, just find another similar green in the paints you have, and it'll work. Like, stuff like that, and just a really nice paced, very clear tutorial. The streams are good, because you can ask direct questions. But they're not as, I mean, I'm not going as in-depth as I might, you know, if I have a specific plan in mind ahead of time. But yeah, Warhammer TV is good for things if you're looking for how to do something specific. Warhammer TV is very formulaic. They use a ton of paints, but you get really good results. I've done that for painting my orcs and a lot of different things. The guy here is literally, aside from his cloak anyway, this is the exact same scheme from the Games Workshop website, Warhammer TV. Exact same one. So even the pros use other people's resources. I'm realizing as I'm holding this thing, I'm rubbing off some of the paint on it, so I'm going back and trying to fix all that. That's what I'm doing now. Alright, don't let that dry. I'm honestly not sure if I want to put this on right now or if I want to wait. I'm gonna have to wait, I think. I'm gonna get another thing to put it on. Yeah, I was waiting for that comment, Skuna. There. I hope I'm going to have time to work on the mother. I may have to work on her. Well, it depends on how long she takes. Let me take a quick look while I'm waiting for that to dry. She shouldn't be too bad. She's going to be mostly white anyway. She should work out okay. Yep, after the hair is painted, you're right. Unless she's just really, really old. Alright, I'll do the hair before I forget. Say back to the hair. Actually, I think I have the right reds for this. Maybe. Yeah, I do. I was going to use some Games Workshop reds, but I think I have the right stuff over here. So I'm going to start with this deep red from Scale Color. Thank you, Skuna. I'll see you next time. I'll be streaming a little bit tomorrow morning, and then on Saturday and Sunday I'll be doing stuff for Adepticon. So, but thank you very much for checking in. Alright. Yeah, that is an awesome red, actually. Yep, there aren't many of us, but we tend to be popular. Like unicorns. Sorry, I'm just trying to be really careful with her face and not paint it. She was primed black and then white, or gray. My white and gray primers are very close in color, so they both look white and when you put them on top of black. But I prime my Keen to Death models black so that I know they're completely covered with primer, and then I'll add some white or gray to kind of brighten them up. Brightening them up brings out, it lets me choose where my shadows are a little bit better. I'm still not very good at that yet, but I'm trying. And then it also looks better on stream, so you can actually see what I'm doing. If I tried painting over black for I think it was the fade, and that did not show up at all. There. Well, there's the hair for now. I gotta brighten it up, but sorry, I just noticing a spot I missed on one of her swords. I'm just trying to think when I want to paint the base now. So I'm going to put a wash on this, and then I'm going to paint the base. Same as before, just a very light sepia wash. If I don't lose all my brushes, there we go. Put her to the side so I don't hit her with anything it shouldn't be. I'm using this, I'm applying the wash with my regular brush because I want to control the wash a little better and not use too much. Actually, I have to tilt this in here a different way. Did not break it, don't break, don't break, don't break. Alright. There we go. Alright, onto the base. I'm going to use my bigger brush for this. So the base is going to be a little different this time. I try to make my bases each different. So this is just a regular light brown. This is Mournfang Brown from Games Workshop. Really good solid base color brown. What I want to do here is, because there's this corpse field, I really want to show that out. But make it look like it's old or uncovered, maybe, like by a storm. So I want to just focus on the ground around it for now. There we go. Now while that's drying, I can work on her hair again. So fortunately, I'm lucky in these scale color paints. So I've already used deep red. And I'm literally just going to build it up one after another. Deep red to blood red to Antares red to Aldebaran red. And then maybe a little orange in after that. So just a little bit of blood red. This is going to cover up a majority of the last layer. Really bring out that brighter red color. This is one way you could just literally leave it this way and it would be fine, but I want to take it a little bit further. There. A little bit brighter. Alright, let's check on these swords. So it dulled out a lot of this, kind of softened it, but it also dulled it. So I need to go back over on all these claws and paint them up again. You don't have to paint them out completely, you just need them a little bit brighter. So right now I'm painting them up, but I'm trying to avoid the wash, and that's a pretty good way to see how you want to paint it. Just by avoiding the wash. Because then the wash stays in the recesses, and it stays pretty bright that way. Now I'm just using pure white here, nothing off-white. I figure it's just brighter and I'm not completely covering it, so it gives it a little bit extra contrast. Although realistically, to the naked eye, without bringing it up all the way to white, it's going to look pretty similar anyway. Alright, pretty good. I'll glue that on now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to wait, because I'm going to finish the base first. So I'll go back to her hair again. Which time is that Antares red? Slightly brighter. This time, even though I'm going to thin it, I'm going to use a smaller brush. This time I'm hitting certain spots. Now I'm kind of going off the artwork for this. So I'm going to hit the top part here, a little bit on the back. Now, this is the wrong paint for this. I like it, but it's a little thin. Let me shake it up a little more and see if I can get if it's some separation in the pot. Yep, I think that's what it is. It's just keep being separated and giving me issues. Shake it even more. Let me give it a good 30 seconds. There, let's give that a try. It's good, but it's almost like pink. So I'm just gonna have to really build off of that. It's a lot brighter than the previous layers. And so I'm kind of, like I said, I'm going off the photo. So a lot of the light is coming from the top left. So I'm really going off of that and just trying to pick out layers. The hair is pretty much done, but I want the rest of it to shine the way I want it to, so. Kind of doing it as a weird fiery red. It'll turn out nice though. Alright, that's done. Base is actually pretty good too. So I'm going to do I'm trying to decide what I want to do on it. I'm going to do a yellow, or no, not a yellow. Maybe a yellow. Yeah, yellow. Got darker yellow dry brush over it. Not a lot, but some. Ah. Thirsty work. Alright, dry brush time. This is just to make it a little more blended. I'm going to put a wash on after this. There, that's more what I was going for. There. Now I'm probably going to dry brush some white on those bones. Because I'll put a sepia wash on the whole base. And so those will get really toned down if I don't do some white on them. There, and you can even dry brush on top of the rest of it too. Brown, yellow, and white go really well together in 3 layers. There you go. Actually, I don't even need to add a wash if I don't want to. Probably will, but I don't have to if I don't want to. Already looks good. Now, let's add a quick wash to the base. Nope. All I'm gonna do... No, I need to do a wash, because then I have time to let it dry. There. Alright. Now I can glue on her backpack, or her swords, rather. I just want to make sure that I center it properly. I believe there's actually a spot for it. No, that's the way. I think it goes right on the middle of her back, though. Dang it, I did it again. Fortunately, the paint's dry now. Okay. So... Oh, don't drop it again. Yeah, I think it literally goes right on her back. If that's the case, I have to pin it. I can't just glue it on, unfortunately. Nah, I might be able to glue it on. I'm just gonna have to glue it on her butt, too, unfortunately. All that work I did and just covered up. Alright. Oops. Alright. There we go. There we go. Alright, I just gotta let that dry. Cool, that's what she's supposed to look like. Yeah, it does make it easier, but at the same time, it's like... Alright. A little bit more work on her hair. I think the reds I applied were bright enough, so now I'm going to go into an orange. Sort of really dull orange, but it's still brighter than the reds. Okay. Trying to get that bright color. I may have to do something else though. No, I'll just be a little more appropriate with that orange. Try to be very direct with where I put it. So way up top, right here. There, there, there. There. Cool. Alright, give me just a second. Let that dry for a second. Alright. Now I'm going to do a brighter yellow. Like straight yellow. But only a little bit. Like yellow, yellow. Alright. There we go. Alright. Now I need to figure out the eyes. I think I want them to be a blue. Nice blue. This is a good blue. Sky blue. I'm going to try something. I don't remember who suggested that earlier, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to paint the blue in the center. I'll paint the white on the sides. Seems a little weird to me, but I'm going to give it a shot. Unless the blue ends up being good enough as is, we'll see. I kind of like the blue eyes just like that, actually. Makes it a little stormy. But I'll try that white thing, because it sounds pretty cool. There, that's actually awesome looking. She looks like she's got some sort of inner power. That's awesome. I'm gonna leave that. That's great. Actually, I need a little bit of white. Whoop, don't do that. Stop. There we go. Just a tad. There. Cool. Alright. One white speaker done. I think I'm going to wash one of her swords, but it's kind of bright anyway. I'm going to leave it. Alright. White Speaker Sword Hunter is done. That's awesome. Thank you for sticking with me on that. I like her.